The game industry is one of the biggest industries out there, to the point where it's become part of the mainstream. But how did it get to that point? During the 60s to 70s came the development of the game Space War, followed by the Atari 2600 and the games Space Invaders and Asteroids. During the 80s to 90s, Pac-Man and Mrs. Pac-Man was released. We were then introduced to the character of Mario in his first game, Donkey Kong. Then came the video game crash of 1983. It was then followed by the Nintendo Entertainment System. Then, shortly after, Nintendo released the Super Nintendo, or the SNES. After that, Mortal Kombat was released, starting huge debates on video game violence. Following the release of Mortal Kombat was Warcraft, Orcs and Humans, gaining a massive following. Then, Sony releases the PlayStation, followed by Nintendo with the Nintendo 64. We then enter the 2000s with the PlayStation 2, one of the most popular and widely distributed consoles of all time. Following that, the next generation Game Boy, the Game Boy Advance, is released by Nintendo. Valve also releases Steam, an online distributing platform for games. After that, Nintendo releases the Nintendo 3DS. Microsoft also releases the Xbox 360, featuring high-definition graphics. PlayStation follows suit with this with the PlayStation 3, competing with Microsoft. The Nintendo 3DS and the Wii U are released within a year of each other, which brings us to today with the release of the Xbox One and the PS4.